Let's go back to the year I like to call the year of music. In 2016, I started my journey as a videographer just for the fun of enjoyment and creating visually pleasing creative content. Now, me personally, I could have never pictured myself pursuing a career that had no certainty in having financial stability, because at that time, it was kind of a rare thing. And then 9 years later, I found myself having the equipment to use to be able to produce movies. Now, I had a recent comment that someone asked me. They said, what gear do I use and how would I describe my editing style? Well, that's a broad question. So there's different gear I use for different shoots, and then there's different editing approaches I take for those video concepts. So let's break it down.
Yo, y'all see how this man got me acting in public right now? It's because we just did the most elite shoot. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys.
When I say elite,
We are on the docks right now.
we're on the dock.
In
Oh
my
God.
PJs,
I'm
and
real.
some buoys.
It's not safe for what he's doing too much. I'm gonna be honest, because right now I feel like I'm sinking. I feel like I'm about to get seasick. Like, we're moving, bro. We're wilding. I'm trying to tell him.
Oh shit, we're drifting. Look,
We are moving.
we're drifting. Hey yo.
We're gonna break it down topic by topic. So let's start off with the vlogs.
It's cold. It's not as hot as it looks either. It's really freezing.
It's tight break.
Yo, shout out to Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart, y'all saved us with the twin buoy. Yeah, we did a little music video. I'm gonna throw it in there just so y'all can see what it looks like. Nice and calm, smooth. Check it out.
I couldn't see it coming down my eyes, so I had to let this song cry. That's in the raw wave, I just let my soul fly. It's now or ever, forever, won't let this song die. Always end up on time.
So like right now, when I brought this gear to my video shoot, I'm only on the FX3 and 24-70, all I'm running right now.
I recently found my editing style for vlogging to be a story told through comedic satire with a cinematic essence to it, which means I like to have 4 main components to my vlogs. The actual vlog portion, where all the cinematic character comes into play, the cinematic shots, which adds perspective, scripting to make sure your story is prepared well so it can be told fluently, and the narration behind the whole vlog, so that way you can keep your story updated and keep your audience intact and engaged. Now for the narration, I always make sure my backlight and my forelight are always in the right vibe to match the story I'm telling. All these components added together makes my vlog feel more like a film instead of just a grab and go, hey, type of vlog. Now the gear I use for my vlogs varies. Sometimes I throw my FX3 on with the 20mm, sometimes I throw my ZVE1 on with the 20mm. Honestly, but I'm always shooting my vlog portion, when it's more me talking to the camera, I mostly have a 20mm on the camera. I could have just said I vlog majority with the 20mm. But yeah, now I also use the 24-70, but I only use it on days when I really feel like lugging around that big old camera all day. When I really want to get the forearm strength going and the biceps curling, yeah, that's when I'll throw in the 24-70 with the FX3. Majority of the time, it's 20mm on either the FX3 or the ZVE1. And sometimes I take both cameras and use each lens on each camera just so I can shoot B-roll with one and then vlog with the other. It just makes it easier, but it's also a lot to carry. So sometimes I don't always want to do that. My narrative portion, always shot on a 20mm all the time. So normally this is my narrating setup. I got my A camera, got my light, and then I got my backlight up there. But this is all, and my mics usually be right here, but I don't need them right now. But yeah, usually this is what the setup looks like, and that's how I shoot my narration portion of all my vlogs. And then I also obviously got SpongeBob in the background. For my front-facing light, I use a mini box light. I think it's like a Savage something. That's what the name was. I don't even think they make it anymore because it's so old. I've been using it for 5 years. It lasted me that long, so it must be good. But that's really the only lighting I use for lighting the front of my face. Any other lighting is my room lights, like LED strip or my Prince logo on the wall. That would also be another light I use. And my last piece of equipment I use for vlogging when I'm talking in the narrative term are my DJI mics. I use them sometimes when I'm vlogging, like my most recent video, I used them for when I was out in the car and the wind was blowing in my face. Yeah, I used the mics. I had it on for the weather conditions. Heavy winds, rain, etc.
Look at this, look at this. This has been my past couple of weeks, but today is Friday. And we got a full, fresh week. No clients, no bookings. We're looking minty. I'm not gonna lie. I can look forward to a little bit of rest. I'm not gonna hold you. But we'll see how long that lasts. I'm not gonna lie, these bookings.
Now let's talk about client shoots. So depending on clients will depend on the video. And depending on what kind of video they want will depend on what type of gear I bring.
Complete shoot. Complete shoot, gang.
I've been grinding now for so many days. I've been
Going on for so many days. Living like we see in so many places.
For instance, if an artist wanted to do a music video, but they already have a concept they want, and they already know what they want to do, that will be easy for me because I will make sure I know what gear to use to make sure that their concept comes to life. And along with that, I'll just talk out the concept with the artist. That way it will be easy to narrow down how we want to actually edit the video. And that will make my job 100% easier. Once both of y'all get a clear vision on how you want the video, it's golden from there. Now let's say someone comes to you with a video, but they have no concept and no idea how they want to shoot the video. How do you approach it? For me, in that moment, there's already 3 editing styles I'll take to approach that video. Editing with action, fast transitions, high effects. Editing with cinema, slow, crisp, clean shots, low effects. Editing with confusion and abstract appeal to it. Using effects to highlight the shots. Now, the gear I would use to bring on these client shoots varies. So I'm just gonna give you on what I would normally bring when I bring all my gear to like a big shoot.
So we're gonna start off with the gimbals. The RSC2, the only gimbal I actually bring to shoots. I have 3 gimbals. One of them I just don't use, but this is the one that I love the most because it has multiple functions. I can unlock it and take off the top. That way I can shoot low instead of just holding it from the top and trying to go low. I can just hold it from the top like this and go low. My tripods, I like to use the Kodak, and then I actually have, this is more of a phone tripod, but it actually works for my lights. So I use it for one of my lights, the small one preferably. But this goes on all my cameras. An amazing, amazing tripod. My speaker that somehow always gets stolen out of my room. My lighting, I actually got 2 lights here. This is my big studio light. And then this right here is my Savage light, the one I was talking about earlier. Still works, RGB. Except the battery falls out all the time, which is why I want a new one, but they don't make them. My big body FX3, obviously. My action camera, which was recently added to my arsenal for unique shots, man. Roller, anything crazy. Extra batteries. My Ninja 5 monitor, great for looking at the clips or trying to see something really close on the image that you can't see on your camera monitor. This is what this is great for. ND filters, drones for the cinematic shots, green screen if needed, and my shot list.
So if you decide to try and bring all them things, make sure you got yourself a nifty bag that's protective, because we don't want to go through damages like me. We ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, for y'all who care, that's how I go through choosing my gear and choosing my editing style for each video and how I create. But if y'all have any more ideas, any more interest on videos you want me to create, let me know in the comments, man. Printz gang, to the end, 100K on the way. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we are going crazy, gang. Printz gang out.